Slicing an onion. First, take the onion, make sure you can tell the difference between the root side and the non-root side, and just cut off a small portion of the non-root side of the onion. Place the onion flat on the cutting board on the side that you just cut, and go ahead and split the onion in half through the root end. Peel the onion thoroughly, making sure that there's no skin left on the onion. Anytime dealing with onions, garlic, or shallots, you want to be very careful to make sure that none of the skin ends up in the finished product. Once the onion has been peeled and cleaned, make sure you thoroughly wipe off your cutting board. To slice the onion, cut out the root end, which is what holds all the layers of the onion together, and then following the lines that run across the onion, go ahead and slice. Thickness is dependent on what you want the final result to be like. Just try to make sure that you're consistent. Slice all the way down to the cutting board, making sure to cut all the way through the onion, and feel free to rotate the onion as necessary so that it feels most balanced on the cutting board. Continue cutting all the way through, following the lines till the end. That's your basic technique for a thinly sliced onion. To dice an onion, regardless of size, you would follow the same technique, just varying your widths of your cuts. So we'll take the other half of the peeled onion, and since we're going to do a small dice here, you'll try to cut in towards the root end, 1/4 inch thick. Each cut should have a 1/4 inch in between it. Very careful of your fingers, but also make sure to not cut entirely through the onion so that the root still holds the onion together. Then make vertical cuts, also 1/4 inch thick apart. If some of the pieces fall off, don't be too concerned. You can always go back and cut those later. Make sure you slice all the way down to the cutting board, but make sure you leave the root end still intact. And then rotate the onion one more time and make your third and final 1/4 inch thick cut all the way through the onion. If you've left the root end intact, everything should hold together, and this should make it very easy to dice your onion. It's a simple technique. It may take you a few tries to get used to it, but once you've got it, you should be good. That is your simple technique for dicing an onion.